Now for a movie rant break, One Up presents a movie rant break.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the movie rant break. Today I got a cool episode. I got Predator Badlands. I'm about to body bag myself. Had something else planned today, but it didn't work out, and that's okay. But we're going to continue on business as usual because I did watch every motherfucking Predator movie on the planet. You're welcome. So we'll get into that. First off, as usual, let's go through who's a part of this film. We got directed by Dan Trachtenberg, screenplay by Patrick Asen, story by Patrick Asen and Dan Trachtenberg, based on characters by Jim Thomas and John Thomas. They're the ones that did the original Predator, or wrote for it anyways, as far as I can remember. Produced by John Davis, Brent O'Connor, Mark Toberoff, Dan Trachtenberg, and Ben Rosenblatt. Excuse me. Starring Elle Fanning, maybe Ellie Fanning, or Elle Fanning. Demetrius Schuster, holy fuck. Kola Montangi. I think I got that, maybe. Cinematography, Jeff Cutter. It's an appropriate... I thought it was editor. I was like, that's an appropriate name. Jeff Cutter. He'd be cutting them cuts, but it's a cinematographer. Jeff Cutter. Edited by Stefan Grube and David Trachtenberg. I feel like every time I say that fucking name, I'm saying it different. Music by Sarah Schechner and Benjamin Wallfish. I fucking hate names, as everybody knows that watches my stupid ass try to pronounce his names. Came out back in November 7th, 2025. I'm a little late to this. Like I said, I had something planned for it. And being that I did so much research on this, I was like, it would be really stupid or just a waste of my fucking time to not review this. But yeah, I literally watched every single Predator movie, except that they put out this animated one. I was like, I think I'm good on that. But the runtime of this one was 107 minutes with a budget of 105 million, and currently the box office is 139 million. And it's November 21st, so it's been, 2 weeks? And it's weird because the reception of this, they're dick riding it like crazy. Oh, and I wanted to acknowledge the fact that it's PG-13, and the original is R. And I want to talk about the rating thing because this is a Predator movie. It's based off killing and just like gory shit. And they've been getting away from the R rating and doing PG-13, which is like, that doesn't work with this. So, yeah, but it's reception of this. Rotten Tomatoes right now, or it was at 86%. And IMDb gave it a 7.5 out of 10, and Fandango gave it 95%. Now, this was like when I checked it a week or so ago. Let me actually check to see what they're doing now for it. Let's see if it's changed or if people stick dick riding it. They're probably still dick riding. Reception. Holy fucking moly. My Google's being fucking stupid. My shit like de-updated. Now it looks like some shit from the 90s. Straight up. I don't know what's going on with my Google. I don't know if anyone else has some problems with that. Anyways. So this film, the brief breakdown is, it's a runt of a Predator tribe. It's to be tested. Deck. Not to be confused with Dick. Deck the Predator with the ponytail, who was thought to be a female, was cast from its clan in search of the ultimate adversary to prove his worth on a deadly planet. Now, the planet is called Genna, okay? And the movie's titled Badlands. And I just thought it was weird. They don't mention Badlands once. Maybe I'm stupid for thinking they should have. The planet's called Genna, and I'm assuming like the other thing it's referenced to as is the Badlands, but I don't think the other characters in the movie references the Badlands. So I don't know. I didn't love the title personally, so that's my take on that. But one thing I've always wondered, and I was going to bring to everybody's attention, was what is the Predator's hair made out of? Because it looks like some dread shit, right? And I looked this up. I don't know how accurate this is, but it's comparable to whiskers, antennae, or maybe some motherfucking porcupine quills. And I was like, okay. And it helps the predator detect prey and notice changes in the environment, or maybe even pheromones. So I take it for what it is. And I'm gonna try to keep this concise, but I'm gonna at the end I'm gonna go through and talk about the million Predator films that I watched. I think there was like 7 or 8, to be honest. And I just sat and watched, and this was like also over a week ago. And I'm just, yeah, okay. I saw a lot of Predator films, but it's not overly fresh, but it's fresh enough. But the Yautja, okay, that's their Predator name in the lore. So Yautja, or the AKA the Predators, I felt like in this movie, the Badlands movie, it resembled too much of an African tribe. More than an alien race. Like the dialect just seemed African to me. Maybe I'm stupid. I don't know. I just was like, it just took me out of it. I'm like, these sound, I don't know. And they were just way too fucking chatty. In the original Predator films, and pretty much like all of them, they don't really talk. In this one, they're just like shooting the shit, chit-chatting. And I just thought that was a disservice to the original Predator shit. I liked the mystique and just the uncertainty of what a predator is. In this one, they're just like, oh yeah, they like essentially humanize them, and I don't really like that. And they're just chatty would be the way that I describe them. Like the weaponry, I thought they changed too much from the original style Predator weapons, and I get where they were trying to do that with just like this new Deck is trying to like find his way, and so like maybe he didn't have access to certain things or whatever. Okay. The story was like, all right. The fighting was okay. There was nothing that was overly dope. There was a couple cool things I'll reference that was kind of sick, but nothing over the top. The CGI was adequate. I mean, most is nowadays. Obviously, there's some films that's not good, but CGI is just, it's like one thing you kind of count on in most high budget films. But I would say like the worst things about this film is there should be no comedy in a Predator movie. Okay. Like I said, the Predators were talking way too much. There's like chatty Predators. And there was little to no blood in this movie. Like even the humans were robots. And I think that's anti-Predator. Like I wanted it to be bloody like the original we got. And the second one too, Predator 2 that came out with Danny Glover. There's like suspended skin human bodies. Some very bloody films. And I think it's sad they went away from that and they're trying to go for this PG-13 rating. It should be rated R, bloody as fuck. And I thought also that they made the Predator feel less alien with trying to humanize the Predators in different ways, whether it's them being chatty or just like having the community. I didn't fuck with that. And then the Predators were all CGI. I like the practical effects and makeup that make them look gnarly as fuck. I don't want to see a computer generated, although it was well done. It's still, I don't want that. And I think that's all the shitty things about this film that made it not that good to me. And people are dick riding it, but I just laid it out. These are reasons to not accept this movie, in my opinion. Some other shitty shit is like, I thought the character Thea was plot armor, and there was just like inconsistencies with her character. Like she's capable, she's not capable. She's got this language adaptation program, and it just seemed plot armor-esque. Like she takes this, the capable, incapable sense. It's like she's trapped, and then Deck frees her, and then she takes down a dragon. Like, with what? Like, her booster packs? I'm like, okay. And then she's severed from her body, and because she's a robot, and she needs to find her bottom half. Okay. And then, like, once she does, it actually gets separated at one point when she's trying to reconstruct it. And that actually was a funny part, surprisingly. When she's trying to put her body, seam it back together, and then in the midst of a fight with Deck and some other shit going on, she gets split in half again. It actually was kind of funny. But plot armor type shit is when, like, her bottom half is showing Deck towards the end of the movie where this Calisk is. This creature's being imprisoned. And I was just like, how can this fucking robot see? Like, has he got eyes in her pussy? Like, I don't... What the fuck? What are we doing here? And then she's the bottom half does fighting. It's like kicking ass in this encampment of these synths. It's just like more comedic shit. I'm like, okay, like this, like, okay, her ass is kicking ass. Like, what? Like, why is this the Predator swagger? I don't get it. And I thought it was anti-Predator where the Predator let Thea live after she admits betraying him. I mean, maybe because she was a tool that was like a scapegoat for him utilizing or having her accompany on the trip, because predators don't have like friends. They like hunt alone and shit like that. But she's a robot, so it's a tool. But I still think he should have broke the tool if the tool was fucking betraying him. I just was like, it's like this humanizing thing on some level. And then it's like this synth, Thea, that's accompanying Deck, the Predator. She knows what the fuck's going on this planet. And she didn't know that the Callus, or there was a baby Callus the whole time that was showing him, Bud, or whatever the fuck the name was. That's a huge plot hole. You think this robot can't identify the baby Callus of the thing that they're trying to hunt and extract off this planet? Huge plot hole. Like, come on. And I just think Thea's character in general, she just talked too much, and she was like, they're forcing comedy relief with her. She was annoying at times. And it shouldn't be in a Predator movie. Like, I want the Predator movie to be fucking scary and like mystery. Like, they're like barbaric hunting entities, not what they did. So, yeah, fucks with me. There was this, later on in the movie, like I did on some level think it was interesting, the evolution of Deck and how he was able to get acclimated with the environment and the planet and use it to his advantage as a predator. That wasn't terrible. But then the salamander, okay, there's a fucking salamander, excuse me, that was used as like a mini turret, like shoulder mount thing that usually the predator has, like the 3-dot sight that's usually destroying everybody with. He didn't have one, so he used a salamander that was fucking shit up with it. And it's like, how do you train this wild salamander to do this? Doesn't make any sense. It was funny though that Thea, she has her crazy bitch sister, Tessa. Tessa fucks shit up. And Tessa killed the salamander with her, like the actual predator turret on like the shoulder mount turret thing. And so I thought it was kind of ironic. Like, she's fucking blasted that fucking thing. And then the predator cared that the salamander died. And I was like, what the fuck? Why does he care that the salamander died? I mean, like, you did start to fuck with the salamander. But the salamander was way too on point. It was like way too on point. This is too much. The more I talk about this, I'm like, this movie's fucking dumb. Like, I don't know why everybody thinking this movie is fucking incredible. It's not. It's not. It's not. Fucking PG-13 nonsense. The mech Callus fight was kind of cool with Crazy Tessa fighting the mother Callus. It was kind of cool. And like I think the Callus creature design was cool. And I get the motivation as to why the synths and the humans who were not present, the humans weren't present, it was all the synths. Where I get the motivation of trying to get this Callus creature that essentially was like, it had all its regenerative properties, like you cut its head off and then regrow a head, which is cool. And the creature itself was kind of unique looking and cool. And the fight with the Tessa in the mech suit fighting it was dope. And then she ends up killing the Callus, the crazy Tessa bitch, with a predator frozen grenade from inside its stomach because she gets swallowed by it. That was kind of cool. And then the baby Callus got the end, rips the synth spine out as homage to being a little predator after the big Callus died. Like, that was kind of cool, I guess. And then I liked the technology that Deck had with the plant identifier. When he had a wound, it like scanned the plant he wanted to use, and it blinked green to verify its use or that it was safe to use. That was kind of cool. Let's see. Oh, during the fight at the end when Deck's fighting his father, he's got his cloaking device on, and Deck turns on his like aircraft carrier, and like the jets blow the dust so he could see the outline of his father that he was trying to kill. Like, that was actually kind of a cool little move. Yeah. I like at the end, Dak had his own clan, which was fine, but I thought it should have ended with him putting on a predator mask. Like, that would have been a cool, oh shit, maybe put it on his father's predator mask. That might have been dope. Like, I won, fuck you, I'm taking your shit. But he didn't even have a mask, really. He put on something stupid, I think, during the movie, but it was like not a predator mask. Then Mama Predator shows up at the end. Oh, shit. And I'm sure the sequel will involve other predators, including the mother, pursuing Deck and his gang. But I just think, like, overall, like, it wasn't, like, bad, but it wasn't anything special. I mean, it's better than the majority of the other Predator movies that I watched. But I don't think it's anything close to the original caliber of the first film with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like, I like the barbaric mystery killing machines with skin bodies suspended from trees, as I said before. As fucked up as that sounds, like, that was what was cool. Like, you didn't know where the predator was. It was fucking shit up. They were terrified. There was no jokes being made. It was, like, eerie. And like I said, I just watched that movie, too. And it was fucked up. You're like, oh, shit, this motherfucker just got. And then he was, like, skinned up on a tree. You're like, oh, shit, dude. Like, what the fuck is this thing doing? And The first couple films, let me see, like the only R-rated films is Predator and Predator 2. Alien vs. Predator, Requiem was R. Predators 2010 was rated R. The Predator was rated R in 2018. Prey in 2022 is rated R. Like, I don't know why they went PG-13 with this. And even in those R-rated films that I just listed, those were like light Rs. Like, the first two Predators are fucking like R. It's gory and bloody. It's almost gross, which is what you want. It's Predator. Like, I don't know why we have this, like, I don't know. Like, I don't even fucking give a fuck about these movies, if I'm being candid. The first one's always been cool. And I remember seeing Predator 2 with Danny Glover and being like, there's that sequence where it's kind of funny. There's like this gang violence going on between, what is it? It's like a Rastafarian gang versus the, like Dominicans or the Cubans or something. I forget. But like at one point, one of the drug lords gets like murked by the predator, and like everyone gets hung in this fucking, suite or this in a skyscraper, and like the cops roll up and there's just like hanging bloody bodies. You're like, whoa, shit. I remember seeing that when I was younger. I was like, damn, this movie's gory and like graphic. But yeah, so I'll go through like, I mean, that's kind of like all I want to say about like this Badlands film. I don't know why everybody's so fucking obsessed with this movie. Like, these ratings are high as fuck. Like, way too fucking high. Yeah, so I said that, 86% Rotten Tomatoes and 7.5 IMDb. It's still sitting at that. I don't know fucking why. Someone tell me why. But let me go through some of like the old films, like the Predator 1987 film, rated R. I think that's I'm giving like rough ratings because I didn't do like full unpackings of this film, but I give it like a 7-ish, somewhere in there, like 8 tops on Predator, and like 7 at the lowest. I mean, it's bloody and gory and gruesome, and like I said, the hanging bodies from skin trees or hanging bodies from limbs of trees is dope, and the practical effects with the original Predator looks super dope. And if anybody didn't know, get to the chopper. That comes from that movie. It's Arnold's line in the original Predator movie. That's how you know it's fucking OG status. Predator 2, like Arnold didn't return to the sequel due to some salary disputes, in case anyone gives a fuck. Like I said, there was the hanging bodies in the LA penthouse was graphic but needed for a Predator film. And I'd probably give that like a 4.5-ish. I mean, it's not very good, but it's still like, I don't know. It's very 90s. I mean, it's a 1990 film. But Predator 2 or Alien vs. Predator, there was like 14 years before there was a successor of that film, and that was PG-13. And that's where the Predators come back to this pyramid every 100 years or something. I think, is it 100 years? Let me see. I can't remember. They like come back every now and then to like hunt aliens. And it has like, it's where they got this pyramid below Antarctica. And one thing about that film that was so fucking annoying is there's in Antarctica and there's not one sign of breath, like from breathing in the wild, in the like environment. Stupid. So stupid watching that. And anyone that's like talking about, oh, there's not enough female lead representation. Almost all of these Alien or these Predator films have a strong female lead, and the Alien film with Sigourney Weaver. But like Alien vs. Predator, there's a black female lead in that movie. Alien vs. Predator Requiem, there's a female character in that one that she's the only one that can fly a helicopter. Predators, another strong female lead in it. So fuck off wokeness. And then the Prey movie that just came out a couple years ago, it's a female lead. So shut the fuck up. Then I'm just talking about these two franchises. So that whole notion, I just keep, now that it's been brought to my attention, everyone bitches about it. I'm like, no, this hasn't been a thing like ever. This is just bitches bitching and people thinking there's problems with things that there aren't. Like most fucking problems in this era. People think there's like a problem with something and they make a problem of it, and then it's like, what the fuck are we doing? There's never been a problem with this. We're good, but now it's becoming a problem, and like it's affecting, like, I'm just so over stupidity. It's just running rampant right now with everything, including film. Anywho, so like Alien vs. Predator, wasn't gory. It was PG-13. It's some cool fights with the aliens and predators. And yeah, like had a cool explanation of the Predator origins was like coming back to the pyramids and how like apparently like humanity kind of like worshiped them or something. Then there was like Alien vs. Predator Requiem in 2007 is rated R. Probably give that like a 4-ish. And they had like a Predator alien hybrid that on some level was kind of cool. Had like, it was like an alien with dreads. And that film was interesting because they blow up the whole fucking town, which you don't really see in movies. Like the town usually gets saved from some reason or another, but this town gets blown the fuck up, which I kind of appreciated them doing that. Alien vs. Predator, I don't know if I said like, I give that like a 4.5-ish. That for the first one. Requiem, about a 4-ish. And then they came out with Predators, rated R, and I give that like a 3.5-ish. Then the Predator 2018 was rated R. I give that like a 3.5-ish. It's maybe the worst Predator movie. It's got like terrible looking CGI predators and just overall terrible CGI. The action sucks. They try to say there was human DNA in the captured predator, insinuating humans fucked an alien. I'm like, what the fuck? And there's tons of comedy in it. Like, for instance, one of the things they're like, it's when they're describing a predator, it's like an alien Whoopi Goldberg. What the fuck kind of? I mean, like, okay, but still, you don't need to say it. It's just like these predator movies, like they just have botched this franchise, in my opinion. And they have a giant sized predator in the Predator one. It's like bigger doesn't mean better. And they got like a predator killer suit. I don't know how I feel about that. And they just like totally disbanded that direction. And then they did like a straight to stream movie back in 2022 called Prey, which got crazy good reviews. Again, it's like 94% on Rotten Tomatoes. And I'd probably give it like a 4.5-ish. And IMDb gave it a 7.1 out of 10. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, and I think that one had the most potential to do something new and exciting, but they try to play it safe, in my opinion, with that movie. Like I said, they had a female lead, which is fine. And they try to do like the Alaskan frontier, if I'm not mistaken, like in 1719. And the Indians were speaking English. And I just thought it would have been way cooler if they weren't. And they were speaking some Indian type language. And I get like maybe there was, you know, like they insinuated there was some settlers and like there was trappers and stuff like that. So they had been exposed to the white man. But I just thought it would have been a much cooler film if they were all speaking some Indian type language. And it had subtitles, the whole film would have been dope. And this kind of went against to some of the other lore they already shown in other films, where like this one in Prey, it went against the story that was told in Alien vs. Predator, where the predators show up once every 100 years. Unless this was like one rogue predator, which I guess would make sense because it looked kind of like prehistoric and fucked up. And that was one thing I liked too. Like they kind of changed the predator look, and I thought it was cool. It was like a prehistoric predator. His mask was different. He just was kind of just different. It was like a more feral variation of it, but it was a cool take on it and different. But I just think the movie was safe with, you know, they could have had subtitles and the Indian thing, and like it just was kind of too woman rah-rah, like I'm gonna be just like a man and I'm gonna kill shit too. And it's just like, I don't know, there's parts of it that were kind of cool. She had like her little dog walking with her, which I appreciated, but then there was parts I was just like, oh, this is so try-hardy. And then they had some tie-in at the end where the main character, the chick, she gets the pistol that was at the end of Predators 2 with Danny Glover. There's this pistol that gets given to him, and it's the same pistol that's in this movie. So I don't know what direction they're trying to go with that, but I mean, each movie they get more and more away from what made the Predator so cool, and that was the mystery and stealth the Predator embodied, and just like the brutality of it. And they're just trying to like overcomplicate at times and humanize the Predator in different times. And it's like, just make it this fucking brutal, I'm gonna kill you shit, I don't give a fuck shit. And they're just not. And I think the Badlands movie and all of them kind of have like these weird underlying attempts of things that are anti-Predator, in my opinion. Like it's in the same sense with like the dinosaur movies, the Jurassic World. It's like, just give us like people running from dinosaurs that are getting eaten by dinosaurs. And this with the Predator films, I just want people getting hunted by the Predator. And it's like gruesome, bloody, and you could just change the settings, you know, there's the jungle or whatever. But I just think they missed the mark across the board on all these films. They're not very good, unfortunately. And I just watched all fucking however many of these there are. But oh, quick side note. It feels like predators are bulletproof at times in like all the films. But then at other times they're not. But I think apparently just every human in every single one of these just can't shoot a fucking gun for shit. But it's just funny. Like you watch these films, they're unloading. There's multiple people unloading clips on a predator at any given time. And it's like not hitting them, or it's just like, I think a bullet would hit them. But whatever. Typical Hollywood bullshit. Yeah, like the fact that all these films too, like we're just getting away from practical effects and just like makeup for the design of the Predator was, I think, a bad idea too. I like it to be a real human, and it's not CGI, but they just be not doing that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Type shit. But okay, everybody. That's my whole synopsis. I hope that was appreciated, informative, or entertaining, or something. I don't know. But I appreciate everybody listening to this episode. I'm going to hit Predator Badlands with a 4.6. I stand by that. Like, people need to get off this movie dick with the fucking 86% on Rotten Tomatoes, 7.5 out of 10 with IMDb. Get real. Fandango's got ratings now, 95%. Come on. What the fuck are we doing here? You think this is almost a perfect movie, Fandango? And Rotten Tomatoes like 86. Those scores are for like amazing movies. Because like a 7.5 to me is a really good movie. Like something in the collection. You know what I mean? And like this is not that. Even if you like this shit, like if you like the original, you're not going to like this movie or any of the other ones. And if you like this, it's like I don't think that you would like the original. So it's like you're appeasing different fan bases, in my opinion. And yeah, it's just, this shit's not that cool. Like, whatever. But thank you, everybody, listening to this episode. It was dope. And happy Thanksgiving. I will check everybody next episode. This is Predator Badlands 4.6. Love y'all. Deuces.